Hi everyone, my name is Ife Olujuyigbe. I'm the Future Awards Africa Prize winner for film in 2023. I'm a filmmaker, writer, producer. If you have seen What About Us, I wrote it. If you have seen When Are We Getting Married, I created it. If you have seen Egun, I produced it, and several other films that you probably have seen. And I'm excited to be inside Krakstv. Can you describe the moment when you realized you had won? Hey, okay, so this was a very interesting moment. I could not believe it. So I sat at the back and I was laughing with my friends and hailing everybody that I had met the day before at the nominees gala. And I kind of just assumed that I was not going to win. So I was just hailing everyone and everything. And so when they called my category, I was like, Ife, keep quiet, Ife, keep quiet. And then they called my name. And I just stood there. And then people said, it's you. I said, oh my God. So I jumped for a bit at the spot, and then I ran to the stage. It was surreal. It was an amazing feeling. I don't know, I can't compare it to anything, but I know that I was really surprised. I was genuinely excited. I was touched. I was emotional. I wanted to do so many things. It was a very life-changing moment for me, and I still think about that moment and smile. It's a pivotal moment in my career. I'm so excited and grateful for that win. Okay, so next one. How important is a platform like TFAA for young people? I think that generally, especially as a creative, I'll speak from my own situation. I know that creatives are plagued with the infamous imposter syndrome. But also, you always need something that kind of propels you to keep going, because sometimes it's a thankless job. Sometimes you are creating and it's just not hitting. Sometimes you are burning the midnight oil. You are working so hard. You are on set till like 6 a.m. Your eyes are red and wide, and you are going through all of those things, and you just feel like you are stagnated somehow. You're not moving forward. I think that platforms like TFAA encourage young people to keep going. Personally, it was validation for all the work that I had done. Up until that moment, I had been in Nollywood for about 6 years, thereabout, and I had been doing all sorts. I mean, I'm the kind of person who wears several hats, and I was wearing all the hats with diligence and just going about it and doing my best. But when I got that award, it was the validation that I needed to keep going, to not give up. And I think that, across all the other sectors that the TFAA covers, it is a very important award to encourage young people to keep going. I know that a lot of leaders have come out of it, and I know that several other leaders are coming out of it too. It's very, very important. It's the validation that we need. So kudos to the team, kudos to the platform. I'm super, super grateful. What did winning the TFAA award mean to you, and how has it impacted your life and work since then? Okay, so I've mentioned, what it meant, validation. It meant keep going. We see you, we appreciate you. Your work means something. Your work is impactful. We know what you're doing, and that was everything. It's been 9 months thereabout. So if I was pregnant, I would probably have had a child by now. But I mean, in the serious sense of it, I think that so far in my career, it has also helped me. It has opened my eyes to see what is important. So rather than just, jump at work, whatever it is that comes, just jump at it because I just want to do work and I'm so passionate. I'm also careful now because I have been recognized as a future leader, as an important person in my industry. I'm careful to make sure that there's a more thorough approach to work when I see it. There's a more deliberate attempt to do something good, to create something quality. In the last 9 months, I've worked on about, I think, 5-6 projects as a writer, as a head writer, as a producer, in several different positions. But one thing that I've always had in mind post the award is making sure that I'm bringing my A game. I'm not doing half measures. I'm giving everything that I have. And so I think that is also something that it does for everybody. You just become aware of your impact, and you can't afford to play with it. Next question. How do you think TFAA has helped shape your career? I think that it has put me in front of people that recognize good work. It has sort of announced me to a much wider audience. I remember that as I was climbing down from the stage, I was getting a card. Somebody was coming to meet me backstage and saying, I have this project that I'm working on, and I think that you're going to be fantastic for it. I've never met this person before. I don't think she even knows anything I've seen. And you know, after that, it was also, Ife, we want you to be on this, we want you to be on this, it has to be you, you know, stuff like that. I feel like TFAA gave me the exposure that I think I needed, you know, to expand what I was already doing. And yeah, I'm grateful for it. Every kind of exposure is good. What's your advice to someone who wants to begin a career like yours? Okay, so this is a very good question because I studied chemical engineering and I finished well. I did really well. And then when I finished, it was a question of, do I want to go in this path and, you know, do my professional thing, or do I want to follow what my heart was really passionate about? And so I made that transition, and it was a very tongue-in-cheek kind of thing, like, oh my God, I hope I make it. When I started, I remember starting as a copper. How much was Alawi then? I think it was 19.8. And I just made a short film with a friend. I wrote it, I produced it, I directed. We did all of that together. And the first thumbs up that we got was when it got accepted into Afrif. To be very honest, we didn't even really know what we were doing. We wrote the script with Microsoft Word, just so you know how bad we were. But it got into Afrif, and yeah, that was like the beginning of a very interesting journey. From Afrif, I met some people, I spoke to some people. I think that when you are really passionate about something and you take the first step, sometimes that first step is so hard to take, but the moment you take that step, it kind of just opens up a lot of doors to you. It's like the universe is saying, just be bold and do one thing, and then everything else will open to you. I know that my journey has not been like a smooth journey, but even at that, I'm grateful for the decisions that I made to follow the things that my heart is passionate about. And I'm grateful for where it has taken me. So if you are passionate about anything and you feel like nobody else understands, but this is what keeps me up at night, I can't not do this, I think you should just take the first step, and everything else will kind of just fall in line. Just trust that it will fall in line. Thank you for watching. My name is Ife Olujuyigbe. You can follow me on social media at Ife Clever. The 18th edition of the Future Awards Africa is coming, and you can follow them at TFAA Africa for updates. Also, don't forget to subscribe and like Kraks TV. Goodbye.